Hi everyone, we will be doing JT8-3 challenge mode today. So I'm using a Thorns and Nightingale combination, and only these two are irreplaceable. So for my Thorns, I have him at ETO level 50, skill level master 3, but skill level doesn't need to be that high. I think level 7 is good enough. And then as for Nightingale, I have her at ETO level 30, third skill at level 7. I think for Nightingale, as long as you have her third skill, is fine. Her actual level doesn't need to be that high. So other than those two, we will need 3 additional medics. One of them being a multi-target medic, preferably Telepasis, because she helps the skills to recharge faster. And then you will need another relatively good single target medic. Here I use Shining because unfortunately I didn't raise any other low star single target medics. And then for Silas, you can replace her with almost anyone. Even Lancet 2 is fine, so her spot is more like a backup spot. And then you will need 3 fast break deploys. So I use Phantom, Gravel, and Red. As for Phantom, it's best if you have him, but if you don't, that's totally fine. You can replace him with any other fast redeploy such as Waifu or even J. That works too. As long as you make sure that out of these 3, one of them is a relatively high level 1 that is capable of dealing some damage. So other than that, we will need 2 Vanguards, one of them being a block 2 Vanguard. Here I use Zima, and then the other one being Myrtle. As for the last 2 spots, first we have Amiya at E2 level 40, first skill level 7. Actually for Amiya, you can replace her with almost any ground unit, preferably ground unit with high arts resistance. As for the last spot, we will use a medic tank. So this stage definitely requires some trial and errors, but I hope this guide can help you. So first you put Myrtle down at this spot, and then put your Vanguard down facing up like this. Use Myrtle skill, and then immediately deploy 2 fast redeploys to bait Tallulah Ignite like this, and then retrieve them. Next, deploy Thorns here facing down. So here what I did is I deployed Nightingale, and then I retreated her immediately. By doing so, she will gain an additional bird cage, but it's just that more bird cage is the better, just in case you use it. So it's a nice little trick that you can use. As you're playing this stage, always remember to put down the fast redeploys to bait Tallulah Ignite. So it's very easy, very simple. You just look at their redeployment time. When they finish reloading, just put them down immediately, and then the Tallulah will just ignite them in time. So always remember to do that. Oh yeah, and also put down your medic tank before the Lancers came out, just to block them in time. And then if you have enough DP, put down your multi-target medic there facing down. Oh yeah, and when Nightingale finished her redeployment time, put her back up at this spot facing up. Don't activate Nightingale's skill yet. And then put Amiya down there. You can put Amiya facing left or facing up, both are fine. So for Thorns, the higher he's leveled, the better, because Thorns will be doing a lot of the damages, so you really want him to be as good as possible. Keeping this play at a relatively slow pace, so I hope you guys can have an easier time catching up. Right now, nothing exciting is happening. We're just waiting Tallulah to go to the spot right in front of Amiya, which is what she did just now. Now it comes to the first hard part of this stage, is when to activate Nightingale's skill, because as you know, she has a very long, her skill has a very long recharge time, so you want to make sure that you activate her skill at the right time by looking at Tallulah's HP. You want to make sure that her skill, when after Tallulah dies, her skill will be still activated to cover the first round of Inferno. At the same time, her skill will have enough time to recharge and then cover the second round of Inferno. So now she dies. As you can see, Nightingale's skill is still activated, which covers both Thorn and the medic tank. This is all we need. If you want, you can also activate other medic skills, but I think with Nightingale's first skill is good enough. Make sure you deploy 2 fast redeploys when the Inferno is about to end, because Tallulah will immediately ignite them right after. As you can see, the Nightingale skill just ended and is going to recharge. So the time measurement there is relatively good, so now she will have enough time to recharge her skills before the next round of Inferno. So this is also the reason why I'm not really activating Amiya's skill as frequent, because if I activate Amiya's skill along with Thorns, they would deal a lot of damage, which will maybe kill Tallulah too fast before Nightingale's skill is done recharging. If you see Amiya is not holding up as well, you can always activate other medic skills. And again, always put down the fast redeploys to bait her ignitions. You can see the flowers or the crystals, whatever you call it, just appeared. Here I will use Phantom to demolish these 2 flowers, but if you don't have Phantom, you can always use one of the good fast redeploy plus your Vanguard to demolish the flowers. And also bait her ignite and retreat them. You put your backup medic there to help Nightingale to block the flowers on the right, and then you put down your other 2 fast redeploy to bait Tallulah's ignition. You can see here Tallulah is almost dead, while Nightingale's skill is also almost done recharging. So if your Thorns and your Arknights levels are very high, you will kill Tallulah pretty fast before she can even summon the second round of flowers. As you can see, now you activate Nightingale's skill, and then you're pretty good to go. If you feel like any of the units are not holding up, you can always put the birdcage in front of them. At this point, we're pretty much done with this stage. Nothing really hard after this. I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Watashi no tame ni utae, utae, utae!